Hey, I wanted to make a video. I was gonna make this video a little while ago, but I just got now get a chance to do it. I want to make a video about the casting on Superman and Lois, which is coming on CW in January. I believe they're starting to film. They're gonna start filming it in the next couple of weeks, and it's supposed to debut in January. Corona screwed everything up. But anyway, I want to talk about one particular casting. Now, there's supposed to be a character called the Stranger, played by actor Wolf Park, I think that's his name. And a lot of people speculated that maybe he was Phantom Stranger, or maybe because the description of his character was saying that he's trying to convince the world that they don't need Superman. So a lot of people thought, because Kid the Stranger, some people thought, which I don't think was that many people, that he was the Phantom Stranger, which never made sense to me. But a lot more people speculated that he was Lex Luthor, or a version of a Lex Luthor from a different Earth, which kind of makes sense. Okay, and which I don't mind, especially if he's, they kind of if they write, the right way, and then you have these people whining and complaining about this. Say, oh, they changed Lex Luthor. Oh, more work politics, more diversity. Shut up, stop whining. Okay, okay. This is a comic book show. Okay, and they can do their own interpretation of the characters. Okay, so stop whining about it. Okay, you haven't even seen it yet, and they're whining already about it. Okay. Okay, the actor obviously auditioned for the part, and he was the best one, and he won the part. So, okay, shut up. Okay, it's not up to you. It's up to the producers of the show. They hired, they wrote the description of the character. He auditioned, and he passed it. He passed it. Now, people are saying, oh, well, they already got John Cryer, who I think did a really good job as Lex Luthor on Supergirl and the Crisis and stuff. And they said, why don't you just move him over? Since that's technically the Lex Luthor that Superman would have probably been going up against in these past years. So why not just bring him over? Okay, but I don't know if the plan is for him to be on Supergirl this last season. Probably not. The way they're getting ready to write it, since that's the last show. They might even bring him on to the Superman show. Okay, but I have no problem, especially if they write this Wolf Park character, the actor, the black African American actor, being a version of Lex Luthor from a different Earth because of Crisis, and especially if they write it correctly, I think it could be actually a pretty decent thing. Especially if you maybe later on bring on, the Lex Luthor, John Cry's Lex Luthor, and maybe have him be the one to figure out, yeah, this is another version of me, but just from a different Earth. Okay, so which is why I would explain why he's a different color or something. Okay, and I think that could work, especially like I said, the actor's good, and I haven't seen him but I know he's been in a few things. I know they said he's been on what's the show with Kevin Costner? I can't think of it. It's on uh, Paramount. I can't think of the name of it, but he's been on that, and I think and other things. But apparently, like I said, he won. He auditioned for the part and he won it. So I don't mind that, especially if they write it correctly, okay, and write his character as being having nuance to him and not just being a straight mustache twirling villain, which I don't think he will be. I think he'll probably go by a different name and stuff, and probably just try to distinguish himself from the Lex Luthor from this Earth. Because think about it, if he's Lex Luthor from another Earth, right, which means he's intelligent, and he probably already knows that there's a Lex Luthor on this Earth that he's trapped on, that he got stranded on or whatever. So he knows, especially if he wants to pursue this thing about Superman not being needed, if his motivation could be different from the Lex Luthor. Like this Lex Luthor just hates the Superman's powerful and stuff, and everybody listens to him and stuff. But what if this character's Lex Luthor has different motivation of why he doesn't like Superman, or he's trying to convince the world that they don't need Superman? Maybe his motivation is personal, which always is, but maybe is a specific reason. And I was just thinking in my head, just spitballing. What if his motivation is different? What if on his Earth, Superman is not married to Lois Lane? Superman is married to Lana Lang. And what if he was married to Lois Lane, and Lois Lane died as a result of something that Superman on that Earth did? So of course he'd have a hate on for that Superman or any Superman. Okay, so maybe you can play with his motivations, and if they do it smart and play it right, and write it right correctly, okay, I think that could work. And especially if you see the way he interacts, and I know Lois will not cheat on Clark, Superman, Clark Kent, and Clark Kent will not cheat on Lois Lane with Lana Lang, even though they got those characters on the show. There won't be trust me, there won't be any adultery on these shows. Okay, I just know that's not going to happen. But you can actually see if they actually play it right, have him, that Lex Luthor, be driven and focused on, you know, his goal of, you know, just persuading the world to not rely on Superman. But when he's around Lois, he acts totally different. I think that could play dramatically really well. Okay, so that's why these people are saying, whining and say, "Oh, I'm not going to watch it. Why did they make Lex Luthor black? Oh, please do." So people, they're sick of diversity. Shut up. Okay, stop whining and shut up. Okay, these characters were created back in a time when there weren't black people writing for. Okay, so these white people that wrote these characters made them white because they were white and that's all they knew, experience. Some of them, of course, made characters different colors and all that stuff, but for the most part, most of the heroes were white. That's because white people were writing and drawing. Okay, so I don't mind, like I said, that they play with it a little bit with the mythology and stuff, and this is a perfect opportunity with the multiverse thing to do that. Have another Lex Luthor come over and accept, he'll be, so he won't say he's Lex Luthor. Obviously, he'll have another name, but eventually they'll find out that he is Lex Luthor from another Earth. Okay, which I think can play right, and then you can bring in John Cryer, and you can have his Lex Luthor actually figure out that Lex Luthor is the Stranger character is another version of him from a different Earth, which I think could play really well, and really, if they write it correctly, okay, it could play really well and be intriguing. Okay, so, and what's the other Superman from the Val Zod? There's a black Superman from a different Earth in the comics called Val Zod. What if that Val Zod Superman is on his Earth? And maybe you could bring him in later down the road or something. Which see, I'm all for, if you play with, if you make the story interesting and worth checking out, then I can see, what that would be. So to me, it's a no-brainer to me. Okay, so anyway, let me know what you think about this whole Stranger thing. Feel free to leave comments down below. I leave links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I was going to put this on my other channel called Views and Opinions, but you know what? No, I'm going to put it. I'll leave it on that channel. Okay, and I'll leave it on this channel called Views and Opinions. So I have a link to my other channel, my main channel, Trepacer. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinions are on this whole Stranger character. Who you think he really is? Is he Lex Luthor? Do you agree with him being a different version of Lex Luthor and stuff? And how would you like, his backstory to be and why he has a hate on for Superman? Okay. Anyway, let me leave the comments down below. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.